Hello and welcome to VGVC Race Nyborg 2023. This is the first live recording, live show. If please, if you have any comments, please write them at here on Facebook. Then we will try to answer questions, or if possible, pay attention to your comments. Well, this is from yesterday, where we had two starts, and we're gonna dig a lot more into that in a while. I hope there's not too much noise from the mic here, because we're sitting outside on the harbor, and we have some starts also today. Two starts on the 78 nautical miles course. That will be at 1800. I will get back to that later. But yesterday we had two starts. Starting at 4 o'clock and at I'm just enjoying this nice footage. I'm a little stunned by the amazing drone footage here. It was as usual. I nearly say, as usual. It was really I can't picked up during the night. Right, I'm just gonna go through what I'm going to talk about. It's going to be like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes maybe. Start a little bit about the starts. Then we will have a closer look at the two courses, the 61. We will have some footage from the start, from the race area in Rudkøbing-løbet, between Langeland and what's on the other side? Langeland and Funen, of course, Tåsinge. Then we will have a little talk about the 167 miles course, because it's very the guys in the front there, they have a really battle on who's going to win. Then we're going to talk a little bit about what is happening today. We have a dog out at 5 o'clock. Gets back to that later, and the starts. Of course, some music on the pier, and also some beer, and some links for the race. Okay, but let's start with the start, so to speak. I'm just gonna switch this. Hang on 1 second. I'm gonna switch to this one here, when we're gonna have a closer look at the starts yesterday, and we're gonna do that with adding this one to the screen. Here you are. This is the. Hang on 1 second. This is the start of the 270, 225 nautical miles long start. That was yesterday at 4 o'clock. These guys went, and as I said before, they had a quiet. In the beginning, it was a quiet start, and after that, the wind. It didn't really pick up that much on that course. But what actually happened was that they got to Svendborgsund as predicted, and then after Svendborgsund, everything stopped. Well, not after, in the sun. Now you can see the start. They're moving down here. I'm gonna zoom in a tiny bit, and this is yesterday at. Let's have a look at. Was yesterday at yesterday evening. It went more or less as predicted. That's it. This is at 8 o'clock in the night. As usual, everything stops in Svendborgsund. It's really quiet and calm. And this is from Track. I've put the speed. I don't know if you knew you could do that. You can make a replay, and then you can see what is actually happening. The boat in the front, the boat is leading. The pack at that time was the Farrier 32, the carbon fiber trimaran, followed closely by the Flying Dragon, also a carbon trimaran. These two boats have been leading the pack more or less all along. What's happened here around 11 is that the current changes, so the boats get out. They got out of the sound now. I'm just gonna swap back to this one here. Okay. what was maybe a bit more exciting, I don't know, but for sure also very exciting was the. I'm gonna stop this one, and then we're gonna have a look at the other course where we have here. This race started at 6 o'clock, a little 2 hours later, and as opposed to the longer race, these guys could go directly to the Langelands or to Rudkøbing løbet. The funny thing about this is that when you are at that point, when you go that way in the Rudkøbing løbet instead of Svendborgsund, it's very you're not as vulnerable to the impact of the wind, because the wind doesn't drop as radically as it does in when you sail in Svendborgsund. Now let's have. We were at Rudkøbing, watching the boats sailing through. I must have been in a bit of sunlight here, so I have a hard time watching it. But it was quite dark. But on the other hand, it was also really nice, because the full moon, as predicted, came out and spread some light on the race course, which made it possible to see the boats and to see the water, and also, of course, to see the shore for the participants, which is quite nice. I think I'm just gonna see spectacular being there. It's so amazing sailing at night, especially if you have when you have the moon out. Here you can see the moon, and this is from the bridge looking down at the Rudkøbing løb, the strait that goes by Rudkøbing on the right side, and you have Langeland on the left side. And as you can see, it does matter if the moon shines compared to when it's pitch black when the moon is new. All right, let's see what's next on the. I'm gonna show you now next. Just gonna let this video finish from yesterday, right? Put this one up, and then I'm gonna switch screen again and rewind until now, because what's going on this course is actually really, really interesting, because these guys have been fast, very fast indeed, and it has been the same pack of the same 3 or 4 boats leading all the way. This is from. I'm just gonna switch this one. This is from. Okay, I can do that. This is from this morning early. Okay, now I have a hard time just moving through. As you can see, most of the boats are really doing well. They are advancing faster than predicted, and what we have here in the front is these 4 boats. This is a single-hander. This is what's his name again? Swedish sailor. We have him here, Jens. Let's see, Jens. Rona Jakob. Jens Listrup. Okay, Jens Listrup. He's actually leading, and he's a single-handed sailor, which is quite impressive, if you ask me, that he's able to stay in front of all the double-handed boats, because when you sail double-handed, you have a lot. You have a lot more possibilities of changing sails, making tactics, even things like making coffee could be a thing when you are only doing single-handed racing, especially on this course where it's so it's so there's so much it's so congested traffic area. Also things going out on the water, building stuff and fishermen and yeah, all kinds of different things that you have to take care of when you are single-handed compared to when you are double-handed, where you can have another guy keeping the watch and making the coffee. Right, these guys need to go here, up here, and then up here to Agersø before they come back to Nyborg, which will be we expect actually it will be already in the beginning of the night, maybe even already in the end of the afternoon, which is at least as fast as predicted, maybe even faster. Let's see if I can. Yeah, this is where they are now. They are approaching Femø before they have to pass this gate at the island called Vejrø. Right. Let's just recap also the other course, because the 225 nautical miles course, they got out of Svendborg, as we talked about, or as I talked about, the current changed and pushed them through, and then they have to round the island of Lyø before heading down towards past Ærø, past Bagenkop og Langeland, and also past the work zone at Femern project, and they had to round this mark over here called Drosler Ort or something like that. And these boats are now you can see the plot disappears on Thriller. This is when they are out of reach for the tracking unit, but they are heading back towards Nykøbing as well, or Nyborg as well, of course. Grønsund first, and then after that they go back into the Øhavet, as we call it, before they are rounding the buoy at Vejrø, and these guys go between these two islands called Agersø and Omø. But in the lead still is the trimaran, the two trimarans, Flying Dragon, and also the other trimaran called what's the name called? The leading one is Thriller, of course. They're doing, last time I checked, where we had a reliable position on them, they were doing around 6, 7, 8 knots. These trimarans, also the keelboats, were doing okay. I think they were doing around 7 knots or something like that. We can see that over here. Yeah, you can see Feline, the Joker. They're doing around 7, 5. Here's one, 8 knots. So they're progressing pretty well, which is good for getting back home to Nyborg in time for the party that we have lined up, and the prize award and the concert tomorrow afternoon. All right, now let's remove this one, and please note the nice Vigvisia Race flag in the background here. We enjoy that a lot. The flag is beautiful, but we especially enjoy it because it shows you there's a lot of wind coming. Right, as I said earlier, today we have the final start. It's the 78 nautical miles long course. It's a really, really tricky course where you have to round the island of Femø, between Fejre and Femø. This is really, really shallow waters. You have to have your boat in these fair lines where marked by buoys. And if you are outside of them, yes, it can be done. We have seen that. But I can assure you there are rocks, big rocks outside of them, and you never know exactly where they are. So these guys are in for a really tight, short but intensive race, 78 miles, also starting at night. So it will be a night in the moonshine as well, but it will also be a night where you have to have full focus on the navigation. If you are in the area of Nyborg, then of course please check in on the pier outside at the big anchor in front of the main pier leading into the harbor. We will have a live speak and also music on the pier, and the Nyborg Sejlforening, the local sailing club, will have their beer machine and soda waters for sale. So please join us there. And if you are not, then I will encourage you to follow the race. All the links to the race are to be found on 3xw .vigvcrace.com. There you can find the link to all the tracking stuff I just showed you, and also you can see the link to YouTube where these videos that we make are posted. Also keep an eye on our Facebook page. There's also a link to the Facebook page on vigvcrace.com. We will put some live stuff up from the starts this evening. Okay, I think that's about it for now. I think maybe we should just enjoy the video from yesterday. It was from the start, so you can get a bit of the ambience from the Vigvise feeling today. As you can see, or you saw before, the weather is a lot better actually. The sun is out and the wind is more consistently blowing. It's a westerly wind we have, and it's predicted that it will continue to be like that for the rest of the day and also into the night. So we cross our fingers and hope the best that this forecast will remain, because then we will for sure have all participants back in due time for both concerts and celebrations tomorrow afternoon and evening. Yeah, if you are in the area as well, as I said before, tomorrow there will be a concert here on Heimdals Plads in Nyborg with the Danish duo called Sko Torp. These guys are really good entertainers, and they will for sure make the afternoon pleasant. So that's it for now. We try to make another update with some new stuff later, maybe some live talk with the winners. We expect to have the first boat back, as I said, more or less same time as the start of the last race, which is at 1800 today. And yeah, check out and then see you again. Bye for now.